Les deux demi-finales femmes ont été jouées. On va attaquer d'ici quelques secondes la demi-finale, la première demi-finale de cette catégorie hommes Coupe des Nations Tchoukball Geneva Indoors 2022. Et pour ça, on va appeler les trois arbitres de cette rencontre, de cette première demi-finale. Sous vos applaudissements, s'il vous plaît. Claude Peter-Comtesse, Lydia Favre et Nangita Ziber. Deux équipes qui ont réussi à se détacher lors des matchs de qualification. Ça sera un duel un peu fratricide aujourd'hui pour cette demi-finale, puisque les deux équipes ne sont que SUI-A. L'équipe SUI-A, l'équipe masculine de Suisse. Ils sont là au complet. Et en face, la surprise, l'équipe de SUI-B. SUI-B. L'équipe de SUI-B en noir. L'équipe de SUI-A en rouge. Domination du Tchoukball suisse au niveau européen. Joli match en perspective. Et on va demander au capitaine de SUI-B de présenter son équipe.
Alors dans mon équipe, Kevin, Siméon, Martin, Zachary, Nico, Anorad, Romain, Gaëtan, David, Théis. Lucas.
La crème de la crème du Tchoukball européen, l'équipe nationale SUI-A.
Bonsoir à tous. Pour SUI-A, on a le numéro 3 Yanis, le 23 Mathieu, le 53 Justin, le 4 MT4, le 16 Hugo, le 18 Benjamin, le 24 Guillaume, le 10 Gaël, le 21 Valère, le 14 Joaquin et le 88 Jovan.
Et le numéro 17, Bruno Rébolif, capitaine de l'équipe nationale suisse. On va demander au plus grand de tous les arbitres de Suisse, Claude Peter-Comtesse, d'appeler les capitaines, s'il vous plaît.
So, good morning and welcome to our first men's semi-final of the day. It's Switzerland A versus Switzerland B. The draw fortunately working out so the two Swiss teams play each other in the semi-final. Two Italian teams will join us in the other semi-final shortly after this. So, well, we're guaranteed a Switzerland-Italy final of some kind. I'm sure the B team will want to prove a point and do as much damage as possible against the A team. Captains have just shaken hands and tossed the coin. So, in terms of players to look out for, Swiss have a star-studded A team here, so quite a lot of players. Particularly Yannis Bruin, the number 3 for Switzerland, very, very strong defender. Also a good shooter, probably one of the best all-round players in Europe. For the Swiss B team, Rouge is certainly a very strong player. Donze was particularly impressive yesterday evening in the quarter-final. So look forward to a good game. Joined here by Lucy Parkinson, fresh from the UK-Italy game. Lucy?
Yes, very tired, but excited to do the commenting on this game.
Excellent.
This is going to be a very interesting game. Both teams are really strong.
Yeah, I was just saying, I think if you're in that Swiss B team, you probably want to prove a point against the A team. So
100%. Everyone is fighting for their spot on the team for the World Games this summer in Prague.
Yeah, absolutely. With that World Championship side still, I'm sure, to be picked in Switzerland, there'll be lots of players from both teams who'll be keen to put in a good impression. I expect the B team will keep going right until the end. We'd obviously expect the 18 to come out on top. Here they are, the 18, but we shall see how it goes.
In Switzerland, we've got a really, really big national championship, and you can just see that in both teams. There's really good players in both. Switzerland has a great depth in players.
Yeah, absolutely. It's less of a situation in other countries where perhaps quite a few members of the national team all play for the same club. In Switzerland, it's very disparate. You've got players from Geneva, Le Chaux-de-Fonds,
from Lausanne as well.
So you see the Swiss three on the left-hand side for the A-time of Bruin and Helfer. Lucy will correct my pronunciation, being a Swiss resident herself.
Yeah, I'll probably call them by their first names, honestly. It's a great switches, and that is a great shot.
Yep, lovely shot coming in there. So it goes out to Helfer across to Brown.
Wow, that is a great shot. Straight in the gap.
Straight in the gap, spins it out of the back of his hand. The Swiss B team covering the left-hand side of the D for the 0 shot.
It's very fast. Those switches come really, really fast. That is a great catch from Joaquin. Building up to Bruno Remonif and a switch to Maxime Tanner. And that is a beautiful shot. Nice and low. It comes really strong.
Lovely switching there from Remonif. Right up until the last minute, the shot looked on and then just put across to his shooting partner.
Oh, that is a great pass from Zachary Marquis. Good hands from Mathieu. Great shot from Yanis.
And that's why they were covering the 0 before, because that's what he can do from it.
And they come so strong that he's got so much power in those shots. Great defense. That was a bit messy, but they're coming. Long ball to Yanis, a bit too high.
That's what we seem to notice with the top teams. When they, apart from that error there, obviously on the long pass, but when they do slightly mess up the passing, they not only recover, but they tend to do something spectacular with it on the last pass as well.
Yeah.
Nice switch from Costa.
That is a good hand from Joaquin. That's frame ball? Yeah, frame ball from Maxime Tanner. On the opening game against Poland, Maxime, his 7 first shots were 7 points.
Wow, that's an impressive record. Another good shot there from the left shooter.
His 8th shot was a given point, so technically 100% accuracy, right?
Yes.
Great shot from Mathieu. He saw the gap, he went straight for it.
He keeps his feet very low to the ground, almost seems to not jump, but that arm comes through so fast, it's not landing.
Yeah.
And it's such a hard shot to defend there. Tanner just caught slightly adrift on the line there, not with the rest of his defence. As a result, when the rebound comes in, it's a point. Wow,
that is a great shot.
That's a huge power there from Yanis.
The defence thinking he's going to pass the ball, but he shoots.
Yeah, it's often quite harder to deceive the switch when you're a right-hander on the right or a left-hander on the left, but huge deception there.
That's a great pass. And a beautiful shot, second line, not quite ready.
Very smart shooting there, head height over front line. He saw the front line was assembled and decided the only way to go was over the top.
Wow, that is a great shot again from Yanis Brouillard.
He's just got so many options. He's jumping up, he receives the ball in the air so fast, every shot looks the same the way it comes out, but he always finds the gap.
That is a great
switch, lovely switch.
Good defense.
Yep, you could see that coming from Yanis. He spots because of the long ball, there's a gap second line, so he goes straight over front line. The Swiss A opening up an early lead, 7-4, but Swiss B still in touch here.
Oh, that was a good dip. Unfortunately, third line was too late.
Switch looked a little high, so Rouge did well to recover there. Good shot from Tanner coming.
Again, a good shot. Very, very low.
Lovely switch as well.
That could have been landing maybe, but it wasn't called by the ref. That was great hands from Bruno Renomolif. Yanis, that comes on both sides. And again, Maxime Danner that scores a point.
Renomolif, somewhat of a veteran, having played for the Swiss national team, I would say, for probably at least 5 or 10 years.
At least, yes.
Very strong player.
Well, back in 2013, he was already in the Swiss
Fantastic take
team.
on second line there from Pinheiro. Absolutely brilliant. Picking up the ball and then diving to his right to catch it. Great catch from Beck on the line.
Great hands. Good distribution. Great pass and a shot. Good hands from Justin Chanel. Great shot from Mathieu Helfer.
Again, that quick arm, he can place it almost anywhere he wants to around the D. Very hard to defend against.
So SUI-A leading 5
I think
to
that's
5.
short. Yes, that's been given short by the referee. Certainly looked it from here. Rouge getting good height, but I think the ball just bouncing inside the D before the defence caught it. Good shot from Kos there.
Great power. Joaquin was just not quite able to catch that one. Good switching. Oh, wow. That's a shame.
Yeah, just had his knee on the D there. Swiss B seemed caught out of position a bit there.
Yeah, Switzerland saw that they were being slow to get back into play, so they quickly played. Again, really fast on breakdowns. And again, Yanis Briand.
Fantastic zero shot.
In the national championship, he is always scoring with that shot.
Exactly the same. He's played in the European Winners' Cup in the final, and he was doing exactly the same thing. Very strong player. So Rouge has switch ends and immediately scores off the first point. That's a misplaced pass there.
It's not often that we see mistakes in passes, but it does happen sometimes. I mean, it's the third day for the Swiss A team of playing football.
Of course, yeah, they started with the late night Thursday fixture, I believe.
Yes, against Poland, yeah. That was a beautiful shot from Yanis Briand. He saw that there was no one second line, and he just went for it.
Yeah, he's picking out that 45-degree second line gap quite a lot. Rouge coming in there off the switch. Good switch there from Kos across.
And again, Bruno Renomolif. You can see all his experience coming in. I was saying back in 2013, he was already part of the Swiss team. He was also coach for the under-18 ladies for us back in 2013. He's got a lot of experience. Great second line from Hugo. Great switch. He was just outside.
Very fast play from the Swiss A team there.
Yeah. There's a lot of power in that shot. It's quite high, but there's so much power that they can't quite get the hang of it. A good option. And Maxime Danner again scores the Swiss A team.
Very strong shot. Haven't seen too much of Tanner in the national side. Can you tell us a bit more about him?
So Tanner, he plays for Lausanne. He's been in the Swiss team since the senior team. I think it was. Well, he did the European Championships this summer in 2022 with Switzerland. I don't know if he did the World Championships in 2019. Can't remember.
Looks a strong player. A lot of shot variety there from him.
He's a young player. He's, 20 or 21 years old? So there's loads of potential. He started playing with Lausanne for 2 years now, so there's still a lot of progress. That's a great second line.
Great second line too.
A beautiful shot from Mathieu.
Great play from Swiss A. That second line is exemplary there. Lots of support from the other end from A.
Yeah, that's his specialty. He's known for his second line defense. That's a great switch. Again, loads of power. 2 defenders to catch that one. Ah, that one got caught.
Good changing it up from the Swiss B team here.
Beautiful second line.
There's 3 of them there on second line. Tanner runs down from left shooter to take the second line there. Outstanding athleticism.
That was great hands from Simeon.
It's a fantastic passage of play from both sides. Someone might score eventually.
Yeah, it's been a few times that they've shot. Oh, again, superb from Zachary Marquis.
Lovely ball from Remenif end to end, using the outside of his hand.
Again, another defense. When are they going to score?
We've only got 5 minutes left this third. Someone's got to score soon.
And now
there we
Maxime
go.
Tanner. That was a long time without any points being scored, which is quite unusual in the men's
Yeah, it's a wonderful
game.
passage of play. It's the equivalent of a fantastic rally in tennis or something like that, where it just goes back and forth, one team to the other.
And
Good shot there from Newell.
And it's also not to say that their shots aren't good, because their shots are really good, but that defense, they just really, really want to catch those balls, and they do.
Outstanding defense from both teams so far, really putting on a show.
Wow, that was good defense. Oh, Joaquin almost had that one in second line. That was a great shoot back from Gavin Rouge.
Elfa slightly wayward on the pass. Fantastic recovery from
That was
there.
a very good recovery. And Maxime Tanner, that comes. 0 degrees, beautiful, loads of power. And I want to say that's why they're in the Swiss A team.
Yeah, some excellent play there. That's the first time shot, bad idea, straight to Yanis.
You don't want to shoot on Yanis. Well, you don't want to shoot on anyone, to be fair.
No, you don't. Not on these teams, but first time shot, probably unwise. Good dispatching from the Swiss A team there. They lead 21-12. It doesn't feel like a 21-12, to be fair. It feels like both teams are putting on a great show here, but the Swiss
100%.
A leading by 9. Great hands from Guillaume.
That is really good. Beck. And a shot straight in the face.
Horrible, that is. You don't want to receive that on front line.
That
so
hurt.
much power. See the replay. Yep, that's straight in the side of the face there. Just losing his grip slightly, A17 on the shot.
Great defense and a shoot back.
Yeah, lovely shoot back there from Heffer.
If when you shoot and your defenders don't come behind you, just in case shoot back, if the defense in front, they will make the most of that. They won't hold back on the shoot backs. It's a great switch. Gavin Rouge with a great shot. Really nice and low.
Swiss now marking Yanis and Mathieu with a 4 down this end. The Swiss B team changing to a 4 with Marquis coming on. That's lightning fast switching between the two. It's so hard to cover because both players are more than capable of shooting down the line. One with the left hand, one with the right. So how you mark 180 degrees of D is proving very challenging for the Swiss B.
And that's why they put their 4 defenders in front of them too. Foot on line for Maxime Tanner. Would have scored. Almost 10 points leading for the Swiss A team, but the Swiss B team are really showing us that they really want to play well, and they are playing very well. Great hands for Maxime Tanner.
Ball right on the edge of the D there from Piñera. Good take from Guillaume.
That's the first ball in a few shots that's been blocked by Mathieu. Don't know what happened.
Looked over to me, maybe we'll get a replay.
Yeah,
referee's unsure, so the ball goes back to the attacking team.
Well,
I can't even tell that on the replay, so we'll let the ref off.
Yanis thought
Yanis
scored.
is convinced he scored that.
Ooh.
it's so hard as a defender because you want to do the right thing and say it's a point if it's a point, but if you're not sure, then you're just giving away a free point if you admit it. So
exactly.
You've got to play on unless you're sure either way. He's just saying, pluck that one, mate. No, that's a shot slightly high, maybe proving a point there. But no, great shot.
He's so close to the frame that he can actually choose whatever he wants to do once he's up there. So wherever you are as a defender, he'll shoot right next to you. Oh, that was great defense
from Beck. It's a fault anyway, but he wasn't to know that. That's a wonderful catch from Beck, moving to his left.
He saw that, yes. Great switch. Good hands from Hugo.
Good choice from Remelief to move the ball down the other end. Helfer's coming in for the switch.
Oh, that was so fast. That speed is incredible.
And that's the end of the first third. We're enjoying ourselves so much here. We barely noticed the time was running down. SUI-A lead 25 points to 15. Really good game we've got here. Some top class Tchoukball from both teams.
Yeah, I'm really impressed by all the defending going on. Because usually in the men's team, you shoot, you score. There's few, like, they do catch a few balls in defence, but this one there was like a solid minute or even more without any points because they were just catching all the balls. It's
been some great play from both teams. It's become a common theme that although the score might not reflect the quality of the Swiss-B team here, they are still losing by 10 after 1/3. They've certainly put in a shift and they've certainly played extremely well.
So seeing a few replays, those switches are amazing. The shots come really, really low.
Some of the air time from the Swiss players is incredible here. The height at which they get up. That was a good shot. Almost landing, but puts it in very quick there from Declan.
They've got really good speed. There's very different styles of players. Like you can see someone like Mathieu Elfer that doesn't jump that high, but comes really, really fast. And then you've got players like Bruno Remelief that spends hours in the air.
It's fantastic to look at when Bruno shoots from the left, for sure.
Yeah. He's got so much airtime. As a defender, you have no idea what's going to happen next.
This fantastic second line catch there.
Yeah, Joaquin he's really good as well at second line.
I think he's guaranteed himself a spot on the highlights reel there. So we're just seeing a few more plays from the Swiss-B. A few points there. Another shot. I think Taneas had a very strong third for the SUI-A on the right.
Yeah, we can tell that every one of these players want their place in the World Games this summer. And honestly, I would not want to be the one to choose who comes. Because there's so
some
many
difficult decisions for the selectors here, aren't there, to look across. That's amazing from Beck.
That was impressive.
It's one thing to be there, but it's another to actually slide to your left and make the catch as well. You can understand if he gets a hand on it, but to actually take the catch, it's just such a shame it was a fault. But
it really was.
Referees just having a technical chat at the end there, led by Claude Peter Comtesse, very experienced referee and member of the referees commission.
There's Lydia Fabre and Nangita Sibert that are refereeing this game. All referees are Swiss. So it's an all-Swiss game all around.
They are indeed. It's completely controlled by the Swiss in every sense, this game.
I think both teams are going to be quite happy with what they did during this first third. Very happy about their second lines as well. Maybe Swiss-B will be pushing to be a bit more present on that second line, especially for when Yanis Briand is shooting.
Yeah, I think that's been probably the major difference, the athleticism of especially Arbe and Pinheiro running second line for the SUI-A team.
They are running for their lives.
They're formidable. And you look at the second line coverage, particularly on the last pass, and the SUI-A team have all 7 players inside the half of the court where the shot's going in, which is just incredible fitness to be able to make that consistently over the course of a game.
Oh, 100%. It's exhausting running up and down that court. It doesn't look that big, but once you're on it and you're running, it is very big. So the teams are getting ready. Again, there's been a few changes. We can see Guillaume Cuche that has come in, Gaël Sibert that's come in, both left-handed, both playing at La Chaux-de-Fonds. We've got Gérard as well, and Benjamin Favre plays for Lausanne.
Yep, he was a starter at the European Championships last year in Leeds. Just a few statistics through. Yanis Bryan leads the A team scoring with 10 points, and Kevin Rouge leads the B team points with 6. So we've restarted here.
There's actually been 5 changes in the Swiss A team. In the Swiss B team, there's been 2 changes. There's David Go and Anourad that have come in. Oh, that's a shame.
So we've got number 88 Nguyen in for the Swiss men's team, so Swiss A team. I believe he played the M18 European Championships in Leeds. He's a very young player.
Yes, very young. He was the captain of the under-18s in the summer 2022 European Championship.
Good take from Newell there from Helfer.
That was good hands. Oh, that's a shame from Cuche.
I was worried there. It looked like we were going to have a major collision on our hands between the 2 players. But
that would have hurt. That would have hurt. He had it. It just came out of his hands for Guillaume Cuche, which is actually quite surprising to see him play as a defender and not as a shooter. But it's also good to have those defenders that know how to shoot, and especially he's a lefty. So we've actually got 4 left-handed players here in the Swiss A team, which is actually quite high.
We're a rare breed, us left-handers. Good hands, good hands from Go there in defence.
Especially in Switzerland, I feel like there's less left-handed people than in the UK. That's good hands from number 88. Good second hand. You can see that they're communicating well as well. That was a great shot from...
So Swiss resume with the back line. Down to Cuche. Helfer with a lovely square there. Becklauer not going around fully.
Yeah, David Go was there, but he just couldn't quite keep his hands on it.
We've got de Triboulet on the right here. Looks like certainly a very tall shoot. It'd be interesting to see what he does.
He is very, very tall, and that comes in very handy. To be fair, I feel like it's unfair for the short people shooters, but
short people like me always get put in defence. So
yeah, that's kind of, that actually does tend to happen. But when you're very tall and you've got long arms, it's easier to fetch those big angles. You don't need to jump as high.
Can work against you in defence though. Getting your hands down to defend isn't always quite easy, whereas a shorter player in defence with a lower centre of gravity is... we do have our advantages.
Yes. Well, there's space for everyone in Tchoukball.
Yeah, definitely.
And Nourad coming in. That was a great shot.
Yep, good snapshot there.
And Nourad, he plays for Lausanne as well, with Benjamin Favre, which is in the Swiss A team, number 18. So we'll see how that plays, to see 2 players who know each other well. Benjamin Favre.
That's a lovely shot there from Favre. Right over the line there.
That was nice and low. And Nourad, he knows those shots, but he wasn't able to take it.
I'm sure they'll have fun down the same end together.
Oh, they will. It's always a pleasure playing against people that you know well. Great shot.
Fantastic switching.
That speed, he comes so fast.
See that on the replay. Lovely switch from de Triboulet there. Switch down the other end from Rouge, who's taking that.
Good hands from Mathieu. Gaël Sibert with a given point.
Another veteran player for the Swiss, Gaël Sibert on the left there. Played many a competition.
He has played a lot. He's coaching as well now.
Yep, player coach for the Swiss. He's
But
taking himself off. So nice to see you, Gaël. Just obviously come on, scored a point, going straight off.
Switzerland, we do tend to, I say we because I used to play for the Switzerland team, but we do tend to like having the coach off the court to be able to see everything, because sometimes it is quite hard to see everything from on the pitch. So I think he's taking himself off to be able to coach.
I think in sport generally, having player coaches does prove a problem, and with the Switzerland having so much strength and depth, they really have the option to not do that if they want. So
yeah.
But then Gaël's still a very strong player, so when he does
He
come
is.
on, he can still make a difference. And with that experience as well, I'm sure he's more than capable of doing both roles. Oh, it's a great shot there.
Great shot. Again, you think it's going to come at like 10 degrees, but he just manages to put it more, was 25 degrees. So Bruno, again, airtime, quite incredible. And Guillaume, left-handed.
Good take there from Rouge.
Good hands from Rouge. Simeon. Romain, great shot. Again, lots of power in that shot.
So Swiss-A 30-23 leading Swiss-B. So Swiss-B have
They're actually winning this third.
potentially. They're certainly doing a lot better. Good hands from Go there, snapping up front
Great
line.
second line.
Short given.
Well, there's been a few mistakes now in a row.
Yeah.
I think they're all getting a bit too into it, if that makes sense. Oh, that's a great switch. Great shot from
switch.
Benjamin Favre. Nice and low. It's really the speed that is key.
He's another one like Helfer. He doesn't get off the ground much, but such
No.
a fast arm. Very hard to referee. Lovely
Yes.
finish there from Yuel.
His shots are so powerful. I've trained with him, and he's got lots of power.
That's one of the great benefits of Tchoukball being a mixed sport.
Great hands from Rouge. Yes, but because at national level we play men and women
wonderful
together.
conversion.
Oh, that was great.
Is that Couche there?
Yeah, that was Guillaume Couche.
No other real choice apart from to take the shot, and places it brilliantly just in court, right by the referee, Claude Peter there.
He's been in the Swiss team for quite a bit as well, Guillaume Couche. His two sisters were in the Swiss team at some point as well.
That's a wonderful shot,
beautiful
just
shot.
over the line from Helfer.
So 8-point difference now. So Team B is actually still winning this third. Oh, that's a shame from Joaquin. He had his hands on it but wasn't able to.
Quite a few changes from Swiss-A, so maybe they're taking it easy a little bit, but not to say anything against the B team. One player that caught the eye last night for the B team was David Go.
Oh, that was a beautiful shot from Guillaume Couche. Yanis Brun has come in
Yeah.
for
obviously.
Benjamin. I know that Benjamin has a bit of shoulder issues right now, so maybe that's why he's come off.
That's
That was
frame
frame
ball
ball.
there. A long ball down to Remelief.
So Bruno and Yanis actually play in the same club together at Geneva Dragons. So if you put them two on the same end of the pitch, like they know so well how to play together. So
Yeah,
their
they're a great
switches
partnership.
are really timed to perfection. That was a great hands. Great switch.
Wow,
And
that's
Yanis Brun,
lightning,
that
isn't it?
counts.
Yeah, incredible shot.
That
there.
is, they just work so well together.
That's a good switch across to Peter.
Good hands from Guillaume Cuche. He was
Just out of court there on the run-up, I think.
Yeah, because if your last step is outside, but you catch the ball in the air, it's counted as outside because your last...
Yep, last 2 steps must be in court. Otherwise, you've effectively caught the ball in an illegal position. So, ref quite rightly giving that there.
Yeah, it was
frame
just
ball and out
outside.
of court.
The court is quite wide, which is really nice, but it's still quite hard sometimes to stay really...
Well, players generate so much pace on the run-up. They do
Wow.
that by taking a huge run. Another spectacular switch and shot there.
Again, with the speed, Switzerland A, especially Yanis and Bruno together, have great speed. Great speed.
Yeah, and let's not forget how much Bruno is contributing to Yanis' success there with...
Shoot back from Mathieu. Yes, he's feeding him really, really good passes. So Yanis can do whatever he wants with those passes because they're really perfect for him. And we can see that they've switched sides.
Yeah, obviously tired
That
of
was
facing
outside.
the other end. It's always good to freshen things up, though. So if you are struggling down one end, freshening up the shooters,
Yeah.
the defence has to then acclimatise themselves to
And
a
they-
new shooting pair, and it becomes...
They put their 4 players, Swiss B put their 4 players in front of Bruno and Yanis, which I think is a good idea.
Yeah.
Because they have great angles and it's really fast, so you need that player staying almost behind at 10 degrees. Again, Mathieu Elfer, that speed, quickly.
There's so much to be said for a quick breakdown in Tchoukball. If you
Yes.
get to that ball quickly, give it to a shooter, and then the shooter can decide whether to approach play fast or slow. It
Yeah.
buys you so many points.
It does. There are a few mistakes from Swiss B team.
And it also keeps the other team under a lot of pressure. If the other team's constantly having to think, respond to fast, ambitious play, it's incredibly tough to sustain that mental strength. Wow, that pass.
That pass was straight. That was a beautiful pass from Yanis Bruin.
That's
Straight into the hands of
pass of the
Mathieu.
tournament for me.
That
That
was-
is. It's incredible. I don't think it went above his head the whole length of the court.
No, that was such an amazing pass. And Mathieu did well to catch that because that would have come with a lot of power.
Yeah.
And sometimes to be able to actually shoot with having a ball that comes with so much power is really hard. So Swiss B, Anourad read that well. He saw that there was no one in second line. So Switzerland A leading 15 points. Again, Gaël Sibert comes in. And
Good
David
hands
Go.
from Go. Go was very strong in last night's quarterfinal. Very strong defender. Big fan of his at number 36.
Again, really fast on those breakdowns. Yanis Bruin comes and just shoots really, really low.
As a Swiss B player, you really can't take your eye off the ball for 1 minute because the A team are just piling on the pressure at every single opportunity. Anourad again, across.
Oh, great hands.
Easily
Oh.
collected.
That is a shame. That was a short.
It was a short. He decided to
Mathieu
proceed
Elfer.
with the shot despite a potential obstruction. Because he went ahead with the shot, he has to live with the short if he makes the mistake. So always tricky, that one. Good reactions from Go to stand up on front line. Donze down the line.
Great hands. Oh, that was a good dip. Good second line. Okay, Swiss B that are playing fast. Mathieu Elfer, good hands. He's almost as good as a defender as he is a shooter, and that is saying something. Wow, that shot is...
Lightning quick down the line there from Yanis again. Oh, that might have actually been out of court, that one.
But I think the defender touched it, so it will be point either way.
Haven't seen that right shooter shoot yet, I don't think.
That was travelling from Mathieu. That would have been a good long ball, though. the Swiss B team building up something. That is
nice reverse
great,
there from Go.
good defense. And Gaël Sibert, frame ball, that's a shame.
Great catch from Mathieu there. It was a fault, so it will be resumed by Pinheiro on the right-hand side of the D. Great shot
point
there from Sibert, straight in the gap. Lovely pass from Yanis to set him up.
And now it's the end of the second third. Finishing on a beautiful point from Gaël Sibert.
Yep, SUI-A coming back into it at the end. Just took the foot off the accelerator a little bit at the beginning of that third, allowing the B team to come back. But very nice, very strong performance.
They did a lot of changes. They changed 5 of their players at the beginning of the second third. And sometimes it's hard to get in the game when there's so many new players in the game, if that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of changes at once is always quite difficult to cope with.
But they did well to get back up and win that second third as well.
Both teams nice and strong there.
Swiss B are really proving that they know how to play really well. They are there, they do great shots, great defending. Both teams very, very strong.
Yeah, certainly not making up the numbers of the Swiss B team. Good performance there. I suppose this is almost like a glorified training session for the Swiss teams, but with the added spice of a competition and potentially a place in the World Championship squads.
Oh, we can see that defense. He was just had his foot in the D. That's a shame. And again, Mathieu Elfer.
Yeah, Mathieu's had a fantastic third this time. Very strong, very smart shooting. Always seems to be in a gap. Always seems to find a gap when there doesn't seem to be one there.
He's been
Just a quick break from your commentary team there. So we're just reviewing the points from this third. Again, some great work from Mathieu Helfer on the left side.
Always seeing the gaps. He always shoots in the gaps.
Almost, and I don't mean this in a non-complimentary way, but a very basic shooter in one sense, in that he just picks the gap and goes straight in it. He's just. I mean, that was one of probably his only shots of the game.
But the ability to see where that defense is, sometimes it's really hard because we're so concentrated on jumping, not walking on the line, not doing a landing, catching the ball, and to be able to see the defense where they are and to actually aim in those gaps. It's so many things at once. It's just your instincts that are taking over. And you can see that he's doing that so well.
Yeah, just a combination of some experience there, a huge amount of training, and just the confidence to put any shot he wants away.
So I think the Swiss A team will be quite unhappy with the beginning of that third, but quite pleased with the end of that third. Yeah. Swiss B team have done really good. They're actually quite consistent in during this whole game.
Yeah, I think the Swiss B team will be happy. They're getting hands on a lot of shots. They're missing some of the qualities of the A team, as you can probably understand. But I think overall, defensively especially, I think they've been stronger than I probably expect them to be against the A's.
Oh, we can see in the Swiss B team, Zachary Marquis is coming back on. Luca Beck as well. Two really strong defenders as well. Zachary Marquis was playing for the Swiss during the European Championships this summer and really fighting for that spot for the World Games this summer.
Beck looks a very strong defender as well.
Yes.
from what we've seen in this game.
Switzerland have great defenders, and I would not want to choose because there's so many. I would want to take them all, to be fair.
Well, there are 12 spaces in that World Championship squad, so we'll see how it pans out. We're about to resume here. 45-29 to the Swiss A team versus Swiss B team.
With Zachary Marquis, we actually started playing football together in our little village in Switzerland, Valorbe.
Fantastic.
16, 17 years ago. So yeah, he's been playing for quite a while, so he's got a lot of experience as well.
So we're underway again. Swiss B restarting as the team losing at the beginning of the final third.
That was great Switzerland, great second line from Benjamin Favre. But that's Swiss B, that was very clean how they played out. Oh, Maxime Tanner coming back on. Gaël Sibert, a shot, and he scores. Very low shot. And Nourad couldn't quite get it. You can see on that replay, it was in the gap. It was in the gap. So that was frame ball, but they decided to catch it and play quite quickly. Great defense from Swiss B team.
Oh wow, that
that
certainly came off at pace. Gail was smiling at that one because
see the it
was out of court, but
it was so good that it was actually out. Good thing that Gail didn't touch it though, because otherwise it would have been point.
Yeah, well left Gail if he left it.
That's 3 passes, and Guillaume with a shot and he scores.
Tricky one to catch, that one. It's coming fairly high, fairly hard at the defender. Good take from Go there on the left. Great catch
hands from Guillaume. Maxime Tanner. Gaël. Great shot.
Pass slightly to Gail's right-hand side there, so he had to change his body position as he went up to shoot. So good shot in the end.
Yeah, because he is left-handed, and it's quite hard to be able to, when you pass the ball over the D, to do good deception but a good pass as well.
Exactly, yeah.
And tailored to the person in front, because not everyone wants the same kind of pass, which is kind of rough. But that was great shot from Maxime Tanner.
Lovely switch across to him.
It would have came outside maybe, but the defense actually touched it.
Yeah, it did look quite high, and there was a lot of power on it. So.
Yeah, you can see Beck put his hands onto it. Oof. That height is the worst.
Let's see if we get a replay of that, but it looked potentially very painful, so unfortunately no replay. But yeah, very, very high, very powerful shot. Great work from Siva. Lovely ball to Tanner, who scores off the switch. They would have had it, but catching that ball, they just went outside of the court. You can see there, and Nourad, he's got his knees out. An option ball. Slightly ragged passing there from the Swiss
good
B.
second line from Benjamin Favre.
Great hands from Beck
Great
there,
hands from Beck.
reading the high wide shot there from Sibert. Yeah, that's down. Go
Swiss
very
A team
sportingly.
playing so quickly. You can see that on that breakdown. They are making the most of. Oh, what a great shot from Maxime.
That's a lovely shot.
You really think that it's going to be like a 10 degrees or 0, but no, he saw the gap, so he put it in.
Great passing in general from those two, Gaël Sieber and Tanner down the other end.
Great shot from Nourad. That was called short. Playing quickly.
Very quickly, resuming straight away. Good coverage from Beck there, getting back from front line to take the ball around 5 meters away. Fantastic height there on the shot from Donze.
That was good shot from Favre.
Very hard to catch that one.
So much power again.
Low.
You can see how he uses his shoulder for so much power.
Oh, good dummy there from Anoran.
It results to a point. Kevin Rouge coming on for Gaëtan. Guillaume Cuche scoring.
horrible shot to defend that one. Goes through around shoulder height, very wide, so there's never any second line there.
Shoulder height is the worst. To put your hands to it is just, yeah, no, it's really hard.
Shot there from Rouge.
You can see Kevin Rouge, he's got so much speed. Like technically, I don't think he's the strongest player, but he's got so much speed that his shots just go through the defense. Great hands from Team B. Hugo, great hands again.
From A17 on the SUI-A team.
That one's out. Yeah, that time it was out. No one touched it.
Referee thought it touched someone, then corrected herself.
Oh, great deception. Great hands from David Go. Oh, that was great. Oh, that was such a good hands from Guillaume Cuche. Catching it, he knew he was going to go out. Gave it straight to Hugo that did a shoot back.
Defender sees the opportunity to take his 1 point for the game and happily does so.
And he did that well. To be fair, that was
great hands from Favre there.
Really good.
Good shot from Seba there. Just picks out a slight gap in height between the right shooter who was on the line and Beck, who was standing slightly off.
Yeah, SUI-B were having a really good few minutes there, but SUI-A team were like, not anymore.
Yeah, they put their foot down and stop the fun, don't they?
That was nice, but now we're taking over again. Great switch from SUI-A. They're just making that SUI-B team run all over the court, and
pinpoint switch from Seba there from the diagonal from one left shooter to the other. We see it more commonly with right shooters doing that, but great switch from Gale with his left arm.
They're two left-handed shooters. Well, he was lucky because that would have been short.
Yeah. Just had to arch his body to get the ball, and then obviously landed, which caused it to go short. So landing first, so the ref will give that. Slips out of Arbe's hands.
That ball does sometimes get... Oh, frame ball. Again, SUI-A team playing really, really quickly on those.
So wonderfully aggressive in a good way, the way they're playing. They're just taking those breakdowns so quickly. They're not letting the B team rest for a second. They just will not take their foot off the gas, and it's so good to see.
Yeah. Oof. Great shot.
Donze for the B team looks very, very quick on the approach as a right shooter.
Yeah, he's a really young player as well. There was
no one there at all. There was definitely not the passer's fault there. One of those needs to take ownership of that.
Yeah, there was miscommunication. Happens sometimes to the best.
Lovely shot from Donze.
That was a great shot from Martin Donze. SUI-A team making a few mistakes, and Maxime scoring. Makes up for the ball that he didn't get just before. SUI-B team. Well, he scored that one. First pass shot, it was scored.
Oh, lovely work from the SUI-A team moving around.
Great shot from Guillaume Cuche.
The long back line enabling that player was lovely.
Yeah.
Fantastic last pass there from Seba down to the other end for Cuche to dispatch it.
And both of them play in the same team at La Chaux-de-Fonds. So they know as well how to play together really, really well. And you can see that. Again, SUI-A team quickly playing, trying to... Oh, that was
lovely
great.
Switch from
that was
Arbe.
Great. Oh, that was good hands from Romain.
Lovely. Really needs to be a high shot, that one, because he hadn't fooled front line, but he had fooled second line.
Oh, that was great. Great hands.
Good backing up from Arbe there.
Great shot from Gaël Sibert.
Some great all-round play there. The game continues with 61-41 to SUI-A team. So again, it's been another good third from the SUI-B team. They certainly haven't been put to shame this third.
Oh, they really haven't. Oh, that was good recovery from
just The
Rouge.
passing is slightly off to Canal Rouge at the moment. He's receiving a few dodgy passes, so that's a very hard low shot.
I was wondering if it was going to be short, but it's actually perfect. Wow.
And you can see from the replay, it's not only not landing, it's not close to landing yet. For when you watch it in real time, it seems that his foot's so low, but that arm is just so quick there from Benjamin.
That was well seen by Romain. He really saw that the defense went on the end there.
Yep, able to put it square. Great reactions in the air.
Again, a left-handed on the left. There's
just so
quite a
much
few
power in
left-handed.
there, isn't there? So much power in 5 shots.
Maxime coming out for Valère. You can see that on the bench for Switzerland, Mathieu, Yanis, Maxime, Jacqueline on the bench. Usually they are on court. Are they trying to not make them tired for the next game?
Looks like they're going to have a busy evening against one of the Italian teams, almost
Yes.
certainly Italy-A, so I suspect they'll be saving themselves for that. But we'll be
that's
here
what I'm
later.
guessing, yeah, because against Italy that's bound to be a tough game. But that is smart, to be fair. You want to keep the eels in your favour.
Keep the best. Strongest
Great
players
shot.
fresh for the final. Makes perfect sense.
Makes perfect sense. That was a great shot from Geneva Indoors. He doesn't often do that shot, but he saw that the defence wasn't there. There was a big gap. Great second line from Hugo.
Good bit of opportunities in there from Kevin Rouge. Not quite able to score. Good hands from Donze on the line. Lovely push down the line.
You can see how fast they're playing. They've caught that ball and straight away to the shooters for a great shot. That is good option.
Lovely.
Oh, great second line. Against all odds, they caught that one.
Yep, Guillaume with a great take. Nguyen again with another good catch, second line. Arbe's got it, doesn't want to shoot because he's a defender, and puts the ball just over Emelif's head.
Bruno does jump high, but he's not that tall, so that ball was a bit too high for him.
He jumps about twice his height, but that's,
He
that's
actually
not
does.
very high.
Oh, that's a shame. Mistake on that pass. Just under 3 minutes left. SUI-A almost 20 points ahead. Well, now 20 points ahead.
Well, judged to have touched below the knee there, so the referee gives the point. Yep, great reffing from Seabear there. Lovely ball from Rouge.
Great shot from Romain Berthelin.
Giving his teammate the kind of service he hasn't quite had this third. A fantastic ball down the line. Tchoukball across to Emelif. A lot of power in that shot.
He doesn't look like his shots have lots of power, but they are powerful. Frame ball.
Called frame.
Great switching. Oh, and there he goes with his second point. That is really key as defenders to be able to shoot. And at this level, your shooting needs to be really good. And Hugo there just showing that, yeah, he can do everything.
Oh, it's lovely work in the centre.
That is great. Oh,
switches play up and catches
beautiful.
second line out of position, so the Tchoukball can execute the high shot. And
yeah, Zachary Marquis, he was there, but he was alone, and it's second line alone is not ideal.
No kind of fun, is it?
No. Great. Oh, and that's a third for Hugo.
He's on fire.
He is everywhere. He's doing everything. He seems quite happy with that. Rightfully so.
He is. A good choice as well, though. Good choice to shoot back there because there was lots of space.
That's a shame. That would have been a nice, fast switch. Again, playing very quickly.
Down to the last minute of play here. Tchoukball with the shot.
You can see he jumps really high, even though he's a right-handed player on the right side, and he's really looking at defense, seeing where those gaps are. Oh, great deception.
Approach from outside of court, so he's been called there. He'd probably be disappointed with that.
Yeah, because he actually has quite a few good shots, Zachary Maki, with great power. In training, he shot in straight on me, and I had the mark of the ball for at least an hour.
It's wonderful when you walk around with a hexagon on your face, isn't it? I think we've all been there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was great speed.
And that's your lot. So Swiss-A beats Swiss-B by 70 points to 45. Really good game. Some fantastic plays on both sides.
Very good. Very strong players. Was that the semi-final?
Yep, that's the semi-final. So
Switzerland A against what will probably be Italy A in the
we
final.
would expect so. Italy A versus Italy B up next.
You can see they're all very happy to have played each other, and it was a very good game. You can see the quality in the Swiss players, and it's amazing.
The strength in depth here, I mean, both of them.
Yep. Just look at all those players. All of them, and Gael is going to have to choose his 12.
Yep.
For this
Tough
summer.
job.
That is a tough job.
Switzerland walk around and congratulate. So up next we have the next semi-final, which is Italy A versus Italy B in the men's competition. The players walk round. We'll take a short break now. Join you later.
Et voilà, le programme de ce soir se clarifie de plus en plus. On connaît la première équipe homme qui sera qualifiée pour la finale de ce soir, finale de la Coupe des Nations, qui se jouera ici dans la Brandt Arena à 20h. 20h. La deuxième équipe, ça va être la deuxième demi-finale. Demi-finale qui va se jouer à 12h30, donc dans 10 minutes. 10 minutes, entrée des, même moins que ça, dans 8 minutes, entrée des équipes qui se sont qualifiées pour les demi-finales. Donc les deux équipes, ça sera aussi un match fratricide entre l'équipe de Italie A et Italie B. Ça montre bien la domination à l'heure actuelle entre les équipes suisses et les équipes italiennes du Tchoukball mondial, du Tchoukball européen, en tout cas pour cette édition de la Coupe des Nations. Début des matchs dans 10 minutes.